Well, well, well. Remember that one good video on my channel? That's a joke. It's not a good video. However, remember that one video where I had that funny rant about Power World? I don't remember what I even said in it. I didn't go back to watch it anytime recently. I know that's been a while. Though I will say I have at least made a video, which was cool. I made a short that came out. Don't know why I'm talking about that. Just trying to make myself feel better, I guess, about recording at 4 a.m. Um, but here's my messy rant about Konami running Yugioh. Um, you see this next to me, right over here. That is a screenshot of a post from a few hours ago. Uh, you can see not even a few hours ago, 45 minutes ago for me, 46 now. Very funny actually. Um, talking about the ban list. Um, there's been a lot going on in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. A lot of upset people, mainly about poor communication from Konami's end and whatnot. Um, but it's kind of gotten to this point where I fear that we're at the breaking point. Even if this ban list is amazing, I don't know if that fixes it for very long. Um, I think I'm not gonna be out here defending the major corporations they can do whatever they want. Um, but we haven't been doing great on our end. We've been just harassing whoever runs the Twitter here and multiple other Twitters about just this ban list for the past couple for the past few days. There's this AI image of a horse puking or something. I don't know. I haven't really seen much of that because I haven't been looking at the post directly for the past few days because I was like, oh, I'll just see when the ban list drops. Because they were actually kind enough to at least say an idea this time. Say an idea of a general range of when the ban list will drop and not just be in a few months or even after a certain date or a certain time frame. It's just we actually have communication for once. But I think we're getting that communication because of how dire the situation is. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh has been in a weird situation. The price of cards has been insanely high as of recent, so insanely high that's hard to really process. Um, there has been a lot of staleness in the metagame. Snake Eye has been kind of the best deck for oh, I don't know, 8 months or something, the entire year. Um, there's at least been a few other decks, but every other deck that isn't Snake Eye or maybe I think Yubel, all are going to above and beyond to make playing this game a living hell because every other one has either multiple floodgate setups, FTKs, just stun. And when every other option is not trying to play the game, and then the one deck that can actually play the game because nothing else can play the game at its level, that's not a good sign. Obviously, there's exceptions to this. I think Memento has been getting a top every big event recently. That's a top though. Um, and we've been just presented Fiendsmith, right? This insane group of cards that all just kind of you jam in the extra deck just like you would the Nightmare package for Orcus back in Toss. Um, And it's kind of weird, right? We're at this point where so many things for the actual gameplay of the game has been feeling weird. The pricing for our competitive scene is awful. Uh, who wants a Nintendo Switch? I heard those sell for a couple $100. Don't look at Pokemon. Don't look at Pokemon. Don't look at Pokemon. Don't look at Pokemon. Don't look at the pricing. Don't look at the fact that the winning deck got $60. Ooh, $60, and ooh, they get thousands of dollars for winning the international events, while we get a a nice mat and a Nintendo Switch. um, yeah, and a funny prize card. Um, I actually like the prize cards. I'm gonna be real. I think every other option's kind of weird to implement. Only because I've lived through the horrors of just not being able to have Giant Hand, not being able to have Minerva. There's been a few. I didn't live through Crush Card being like a mandatory card in formats, but I've lived through having to be really sad that like a really cool card that I would love to play for an archetype that's not even like that great, that that card would just increase the power of by a bit, is locked behind $1,000 to $2,000. That's not it, Chief. As a casual, semi-competitive, I play at events every so often. I haven't recently, but like I played a bit in Toss. I actually did go like a regional, like even YCS, like the format after Toss, but whatever. Ah, I sneezed. I prevent you from hearing it though, so you don't have to worry about it. Ooh. But the pricing bad, more new card game options popping up with Lorcana and Alestrals. Alestrals, by the way, I am really interested in looking at. It's kind of unga bunga at this exact time frame. I think not necessarily unga bunga, but like close. It's close. It was for a second, I guess, but we'll ignore that part for now because that's not the focus of the video. Messy rant, like I said, messy rant about how things have been going, and I have only been in the competitive scene and observing it and trying to be a part of it since like end of 2013, beginning of 2014. That was when I started looking at it. Just after like the major Dragon Ruler format and with all the guys getting limited. Um, so I didn't experience 2012. I didn't see how a good third to 40% of the player base just up and left in 2012. I was fortunate enough to be a dumb child and miss that. Um, but this feels like, you know what's crazy is that 40% left by just a bad format at the end of the day, right? It was just a bad format with a bad ban list of Konami just not listening to the problem that we were all having with them trying to push their product down our throat. This is so much worse than that, right? This is the culmination of everything falling apart, it feels. The pricing bad, the communication bad, the format bad, the price of the cards are bad, and heck, even some of the products are bad. I have my first, I think is my first video on this channel, literally talking about the two-player uh, starter deck that's just terrible. That just won't help a new player get into the game, or a pair of new players. They're just not that's just not how you teach people. And that, and not even thinking of the fact that we've gotten one structure deck this year. I think. I think the I think it was this year, the Fire King one. I don't think we got another structure all year. Insane. It feels like the products are weird. Everything just feels weird. I'm happy for the Megaton coming out soon. A lot of cards are gonna be reprinted and stuff, and I do think Konami is gonna actually be has probably put a lot of effort into this ban list. I think they kind of have to. I think they're kind of realizing, especially with like attendance to events has been bad. Past few events, pretty bad. YCS in California got maybe 1,000 players. You know how stupidly insane that sounds? California. The regionals here get like 200 people, dog. Like I can't express enough how terrifying that is. You know how terrifying that is to know that like your hobby could be your favorite hobby could just be dying. And like I've been kind of feeling it a little. I've been scared a little bit. I have not been doing that much Yu-Gi-Oh content recently. Um, Not for any particular reason, I don't think. I don't think it's been like fatigue or anything necessarily, but I also have been kind of scared to make Yu-Gi-Oh content because I just feel like Limited's good and all. I love Limited. I am so excited that I'm making content on it again through the shorts. There's gonna be another one actually releasing probably after this video. I'm probably gonna release this tomorrow night, right before we get any news on the ban list, because I want to have this right before the ban list. I want this to be kind of just like my opinions and stuff right before the magical ban list that saved the game or whatever. I think I think we have to remember something. What saved Yu-Gi-Oh back in 2012 wasn't even a ban list, right? What killed Yu-Gi-Oh was a ban, or what was killing Yu-Gi-Oh at the time was a ban list. What saved Yu-Gi-Oh was its players, actually, right? At the end of the day, it was the players. It uh with that one I don't remember who YCS at the time, probably YCS. I don't remember the time frame of when YCS started and not started. Uh, Large event. The whole top cut being none of the top decks in that format, except I think maybe one like freaking Dino Rabbit maybe. So I don't remember. What I remember is like it's freaking Chaos Piper in there, it's Dark World, and it's Hero as the three big names in that top four. And then you just look at it and you're like, wait, and you take a double take and you're like, huh? What do you mean it's those three decks just randomly in the top three? And it's just like it just feels magical. It feels like we tried to do something and something happened. Hope was inspired by good players trying to do their best to have fun with the game, right? I think, regardless of how this ban list goes, it really depends on us as a community to push ourselves to actually make Yu-Gi-Oh worthwhile. And maybe if we try hard enough, maybe that'll get enough attention from Konami, not without having to post up AI horse puking. Um, and it's just like maybe that will be the way that we save Yugioh, not with this ban list, even if it's a crazy good ban list, but just finding the enjoyment we have in the game and trying to hope for things to get better and just try to get what enjoyment we do get from this game. Or maybe realize it's time. Yukio's had a long run, right? what was it, 25th anniversary or whatever. Um, for TCG, it's like specifically been like 22 years of Yu-Gi-Oh, 22 and a half. It, that's a long time. And if Konami's not interested in trying to preserve it, then we just have to kind of accept that there's a lot of cool games coming out, and a lot of cool games, or a lot of cool games are developing now, rather, right before our eyes. And I just hope that with how things are going, that we end up having kind of something to hope for, I guess. I just want to say that I'm just hoping that things get better, which I know might be a little ridiculous. Might be a little crazy to hope for things, but um if Konami's finally willing to start talking to us, I think there's a chance we might have something. Just a chance. We might be able to start seeing real developments here now. It's like I just hope that they realize that this is what we want. Like we want communication, we want better pricing, we want to play the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Not with like all these floodgates or whatever that's going on. Not with like more than half a deck being non-engine. We want to play the game for its creative archetypes, its creative cards that put so much variety and enjoyment into it, and um we just want to keep enjoying Yu-Gi-Oh! So I hope Konami can figure this out, or maybe they have figured it out. Maybe they're just trying to get through the rest of this season, get through Worlds, and actually start pulling things together. Um, that's most of my thoughts. I think that's my rant slash hope. Um, I could maybe say banlist predictions or something wacky at the end here. Prize cards. I could whine about that a little more. Stop wanting prize cards to actually do things. Shut up. I think normal monster prize cards are cool. We don't need alt art prize cards because that would make me sad in a different kind of way. Maybe. I think there's a way to do it. Like if you do like full arts of cards, like if you do like interesting full art, like or like the anime art, like the anime borders of like, oh, it just has the picture of the monster and like no words on it. That'd be really funny. I would love that for a prize. That's prize cards. Barely functional Yu-Gi-Oh cards that probably shouldn't ever really be played, but it's so fun if they exist. And banlist predictions. I don't know. Ban all the floodgates. Sell all of them. Ban skill drain. Ban shifter. Ban. Um. I don't know. Just ban all of like the one ofs that are all limited right now too. Get them out of here. Um. Ban Beatrice. Ban Apo. Unrelated. Not calling them floodgates. Just ban them. They're Beatrice should have been banned like 2021, but whatever. we'll pretend that's not why I was about Beatrice. Um, ban Requiem if you really don't want the Beansmith engine to be in like a billion decks. And just like I don't know, curb stomp Snake Eye a little bit. Hit Ubel in a meaningful way, I guess. I like Ubel, but there probably should be something to do to that. Kill the red dog, I guess. I'll miss him. Unchained didn't deserve it, but at the same time, they also were just like generic Link or a generic Fiend. stuff at the end of the day, and you produce like 2 to 3 interactions on your own. I don't know how that was possible, but you did it. Good job, guys. Oh, make Tempai like not uninteractable. Ban the field spell or something. Ban the gimmick puppet one too. Also, reban Protoss and its stupid sibling. Uh, and Colossus too. While you're at it, I don't want to see any of those guys. I don't know why you brought two of them off. Any deck that can make a rank 4 can access it and make them in a pretty easy means. I feel, or at least do a line that could probably make them pretty easy. We don't need more floodgates. We want less. Um, and bring Ronan back to one and ban the Toad again. I want my Ronan back. I don't think Ronan was really that big of a problem. I think Ronan in its capacity was fine. Um, yeah, Konami, thanks for communicating. Please communicate more. You're starting to do great things with just this little tweet of being like, we're doing it on Saturday, telling us to give us give us this sooner, please, next time. Like, don't or give us a heads up a little sooner of like an exact date though. Don't just say end of August. Apparently, it drove everyone insane. That shouldn't be something that's happening. You shouldn't have been in a situation where you just drove your community insane. I think everyone's just so antsy because Snake Eye has been the dominant deck this entire time, which did not help. But just do what you can. Just communicate more and start doing more to fix the products and fix the pricing and maybe change the philosophy of card design a little bit. We don't need one card starters like Ash again. Don't ban Princess. Don't ban what last second? Don't ban Princess. So I think that was a really cool option. I think you guys were cooking with gas when you made the Princess. What's her face? Spelling 3. You know the good one. She's insane, but like in all the correct ways. I think. Um, yeah, I think that's about it. Um, keep an eye out on Twitch, where I'm gonna just go live like at 8:30 a.m. PST to hopefully hit before they start posting the ban list and just kind of chill, have a relaxed stream of reacting to it. Relaxed. I have a stream of reacting to it. Hopefully I'll wake up in time and not explode. I have work tomorrow night. So we'll see how I'm looking with this video being posted as well as with that, I guess. But I said a lot of dumb stuff probably in this. Just recognize I'm trying to be hopeful. Konami is still dumb in a lot of ways. But I'm just trying to be positive. I don't want to see my community fall apart because this game is something that I love for a lot of reasons. It's connected with me since I was really small because my mom loved the artwork. She loved the art of these cards. She loved Kazuki Takahashi's whole design with these cards, and it's like I don't want this. I don't want his game to end just because, uh, or this game to fall apart just simply because Konami doesn't know how to manage things. I think there's an easy way to make things work better, and I think it's very simple to fix, and I hope it gets fixed. But yeah, this was Tack. Doodle-oodle.